Hey, diving in this pool. I don't know what we have. I'm just telling you the truth. I heard the flare gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear nothing. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one. See it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's spit. We on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's spit. We on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant. Let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment. Energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep on turning. I move when I take control. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This so real for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's 'cause I word of God gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear nothing. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one. See it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip when it's spit. We on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip when it's spit. We on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again.
Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plans. Heard him speaking us.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Denver Broncos. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. 5-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. And it's 3rd down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Block working out of the gun. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Denver.
Ready?
Here's Lindsey. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
Second and 12, operating from the 39. From the gun, it's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 30.
Launch pass.
33 yards that time.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Locke with a quick throw out to Judy. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
Gain of 14.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows getting the ball to him right away.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Locke. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And they need about the length of the football here on 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Greer and the Panthers set to go 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Greer. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Out of the gun, Greer. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From the 50, here's Greer. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, it's Greer. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they'll wind up getting it. This one all the way down inside the 20.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Christian McCaffrey playing against the Broncos here. And McCaffrey from the Denver area played his high school ball in Highlands Ranch south of downtown. And, of course, Father Ed, a longtime receiver, a very good one for the Broncos, played with them from 1995 until 2003. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him.
And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
kickoff.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Open man, he completes it to Judy. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Gain of 17 yards.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Philip Lindsey, the ball carrier.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
At the 33-yard line.
You know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter. But being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 down at the 33. To throw it is Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
Oh, now Greer, he fumbled the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
4 yards on
through one corner, 14-7 our score.
The 27-yard line.
following the pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Greer. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
42 the mic, boys, 42. 42 the mic.
Greer sets to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Carolina Panthers. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now a first down throw. Greer. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 44-yard line. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. The tackle there by Mark Barron.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game. 2nd and 8. Greer looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Christian McCaffrey.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Down at the 20-yard line.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Box it. Look, 49. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch twist.
A shotgun snap for Greer. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Greer operating from the gun. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
56 from Mark, boy. 56. Check 56.
Lindsey on the toss left. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Coverage that time by Aaron Colvin.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Will go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jarrell Casey able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the gun, Greer. And that is incomplete.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Operating from the gun, Greer. Over the middle, complete. That's more. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go, check 42's the mic. Check 42's the mic. I'm counting on.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Mike's 42. I got it.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Greer gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. On play action, Greer to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42. Guys, game situation. Let's go.
Throwing again. Greer. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Stop being alone with that. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
Mike's 42. Mike's 42. You don't want nothing. Pick up the ball.
Again, Greer looking left side, and he's got a man. That's more. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Mike 45.
They'll run with McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd and 3.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Back to throw, Greer. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Operating in the red zone now, Greer. They will find Davis. That's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And 9 at the 19-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, Greer. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Christian McCaffrey, incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Greer throwing again. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. A final shot before the break. Greer. And he will take it across for Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore as time expires in the first half. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun, Greer, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Pass.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
6 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
From the 41, Locke. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Locke going to throw. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
A gain of 16 yards.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll go jet sweep here with Sutton. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
13 yards.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers 21. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
Taken down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Locke. Flushed out right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42.
To throw again. Greer. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Robbie Anderson.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Greer. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Hamler now on the return. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Complete.
That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56.
From the gun, it's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, There's a premium for all of that now.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Blocked, working out of the gun. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, block. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
First down.
And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 24, Locke. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. But it's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Come on.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Greer. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Mike 42, check, Mike 42.
Here's McCaffrey. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. The play fake. Now Greer to throw. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. Touchdown. DJ Moore with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
To kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a nails over the end line.
25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, was from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, practice LIE. Distinctive destination, all I want to see. Oceanfront residence is 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that. It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing over your burn that.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun. Lock sliding out of the pocket. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Lock. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie, but it'll be 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Gordon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. To throw on 3rd down. Lock. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Greer, he'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Mike 42, Mike 42. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he stopped immediately there.
Christian McCaffrey.
It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brought down by
the recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Greer. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Block. Open man. That's Noah Fant, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
56 for Mark, bro. 56. Check 56.
From the gun. Block. And he's going to go down. They get turned back at the 40. Yetur Gross-Matos, the rookie. That's why they drafted him, getting in there and making the play defensively.
2nd down.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Operating from the gun. Block. They'll find Lindsey here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brian Burns in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And it's 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Block to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Panthers will get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
At the 45-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Mike 42. Watch the screen.
Now Greer. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Okay, just like that.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Mike 42.
And Greer's going to throw it. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And 7.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be about a yard or two short of the first here. He needed the 35 but didn't make it. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
And 1.
Matt Rule, a risk taker in college, going for it. Here we go on 4th. Greer. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And inside the 20 before it's brought down. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. A gutsy decision there going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Panthers, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.